So yesterday I decided I was going to quit my job of around 2 years. I've been working retail pretty much ever since I got into college, so I'd been there for a minute. And the way I decided to quit was that I was just going to stop showing up yesterday. Like, I ignored all the calls and texts from the managers asking me if I was going to come in. And you might think I'm a dick for that, but this separation wasn't just random. And don't get it twisted, because I did love some of my coworkers, but the whole time I worked there, I felt like the management was treating me like I was inadequate, to say the least, at times. And there's really nothing worse than someone who's trying to make you feel dumb and they're talking down on you and they're actually way less intelligent than you, which I often felt like was the case. I had a manager who would always tell me I would have no excuses for being tired because I'm young and I didn't work as many hours as her, and she was talking like she was the only one who could ever be tired. And I was just like, look, bitch, it's not my fault you've been working retail for 30 fucking years. And you're still making $16 an hour, and you obviously haven't been late in a while. Your diet ain't shit, and your body looks like trash. My usual shifts would be from like 5 to 6 a.m., so they were super early in the morning. And this particular manager that was always talking shit was always eating donuts and fucking green Hawaiian punch in the back almost every single day. We had a big old thing of it in the back, and that bitch was always back there throwing down cups of this sugar water. Fucking Bob's Burger extra looking motherfucker. But this really wasn't my only problem with the management, as they would really decide to screw me on my schedule sometimes, especially over the holidays. Because I'm obviously going to college, I'm away from my family most of the time. I'm lucky if I get to see them 3 or 4 days out of the month, like really lucky. And they knew all this, and they would still decide to screw me over on the holidays. They would be scheduling me during hours where I was unavailable on the schedule. And many times I felt like they were just treating me kind of like a seasonal employee. Because what I was mainly doing was setting up the store for the daytime employees. So I wasn't used to being in the fitting room. I wasn't used to being on the cash register, for instance, because that wasn't my role in the company. I was like kind of the behind the scenes person who was setting everything up so the store could run properly during the day, which is literally a way more important position than just your standard sales associate or cashier, but whatever. So yeah, I was a merchandiser. I was deciding where and when we'd place the clothing and what price the clothing should be, and I was marketing it as best as possible, pretty much. But you can bet your ass every holiday there I was on the day schedule. They're always bragging about, oh, we hired 50 seasonal workers to help the holidays so you guys can get a break. Then why the fuck has my ass been scheduled every holiday season? And I would understand if I was working with some of my regular employees, like we're all in this together, but every time I'd go in, it'd be me and a bunch of seasonal people. So not only am I working on these busy fucking holidays like tax-free weekend, Black Friday, Christmas Eve, spring break, but I'm working with a bunch of people who don't even know what they're doing. And it's not their fault because they just got hired. Like, this happened to me multiple times while I worked here. And it always made me feel like I wasn't a real part of the team in the manager's eyes, but I was more of just a tool they could utilize when they wanted to. Like, for example, I was working around a lot of women, gay dudes, and obviously other fragile men in retail, of course. But I don't really fit that mold. To them, I probably come off as a little bit aggressive, and I'm just gonna say it that it's pretty damn obvious I have a lot more muscle and strength than the average person working there, okay? I've been lifting for 3 to 4 years, 5 days a week, so I can say this shit, okay? I get it, I'm one of the stronger people here, but I was getting scheduled for shifts that didn't even exist. Like, I would have a full 7 or 8 hour shift where I was picking up and putting shelves on the wall and taking shelves down and standing on ladders and doing all this risky ass labor. And I'm not afraid of labor, don't get me wrong, I detailed cars for 3 fucking years. But I'm over here sweating in my nice clothes that I have to wear at this job, and I can't help but notice no one else has to do pretty much any labor at all. This shit was not worth $11 when I'm looking around and all these motherfuckers are having a social hour while I'm sweating my ass off lifting some mannequins up and shit. That's why I just no called, no show. I was just done with the shit. And I wasn't going to be respectful to them because they never showed me any respect. This was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back though, because this last week they wanted me to work all week over spring break. You can't just randomly schedule me like this and fuck me over, bruh. And we had a total LeBron situation going on with the management, bruh. Because all the managers I had problems with were like the assistant manager and then some of my supervisors, because our main manager was this dude who was a freaking badass. We had a total LeBron situation going on. Like, If he leaves, our team is having a losing record next season, but right now we're doing good. And I don't think enough people understood that shit, which drove me crazy too. But sometimes in life you just gotta make a move, man. I'm not worried about what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be fine. I can find a job. I can make my own money. And if you're wondering, this was just a part-time job, by the way, around 15 to 25 hours a week. I hope y'all don't think I'm a dick for this story. Hope y'all can see where I'm coming from. And if you've worked retail, you definitely know where I'm coming from. Let me know any of your funny job stories down below if y'all ever fucking said, fuck a job. I might make another video on this topic more about the customers though. I'm not sure. Hope y'all like this video, and make sure to like and subscribe, guys. I'll catch y'all later.
I'm retail's nightmare, young, black, and just don't give a fuck. I just want my discount, give it up, 20% off slacks and all clothes. I just took this job to spice up my wardrobe, so I come in every morning and I'm walking the tightrope. Smile at the management, wave at the white folks. Gotta meet a quota, but I don't know how. When all these broke motherfuckers tell me they just browsing.